Okay, in today's video we're going to take a look at some key word transformations taken from the C2 level exam by Cambridge. That's the Certificate of Proficiency in English exam. So the key word transformations come on part 4 of the Reading and Use of English paper, and it's a really complicated exercise, but a very important one because there's 2 points per correct answer. Possible 2 points. Now you can get 1 or 2 points depending on how good your answer is, but quite complicated because there's a bit of ambiguity, or rather there are several possible correct answers in each question usually. Lots of different combinations that can be accepted, different collocations, different ways of getting the correct answer. So what do we have to do in this part? Well, this is a structure. You're given a lead-in sentence. You're given the key word, which is where we get the name from for the exercise. And then you're given a second sentence with a gap. Now, what do you have to put in that gap? Well, all of the missing information. It's a minimum of 3 words, a maximum of 8 words. And that includes the keyword that you have been given, right? The keyword that you have been given cannot be changed in any way. We're not changing the word. We're not transforming the keyword despite the name of the exercise. That keyword has to stay exactly as it is, exactly as it's given to you. And of course, the 2 sentences after you've filled the gap have to have exactly the same meaning. So you really have to concentrate on the meaning of the first sentence and the missing information in the second sentence, right? Very complicated, several possible correct answers to each question, as I said. So if you've got any doubts, any questions, leave those in the comments. But we're going to have a look, see how well I can do this exercise. And I think what I'll do is after each question, I'm just going to look at all of the possible answers, all of the possible solutions to that question. So without further ado, I guess let's get on with it. One thing though before we carry on, for the members today, between today and tomorrow, I'm going to be looking at a question I was sent, the one that you can see on the screen here, by a channel member. If you want to have exclusive content, have access to exclusive content, and even influence the content on this channel and get personalized videos and exclusive content, as I think I've mentioned already, and have a look at the blue button under this video, under all of the videos, and you can see the membership options there to help me do this on a full-time basis and quit my day job. Okay, let's get into the keyword transformations. Let's go. Okay, so here we are. We have 6 in total. These are the first 3 that we can see here. So let's have a look at number 25, the first one here. It says, it can be difficult to make a decision when there is too much time to think. Okay. Yeah, I think, all right, let's have a look at the second sentence. We've got the word reach. Having too much time to think may, a decision. So it can be difficult to make a decision. So it can be difficult. That's the, making a decision can be difficult. That's the information that we are missing here. So another way of saying make a decision is reach a decision. So I think we're going to have reach a decision. Having too much time to think may reach a decision. What information, what else is, how can we word that exactly? I think I would say having too much time to think may make it difficult to reach a decision. May make it difficult to reach a decision, I think. I can't think of any other possible combinations there. I don't know. If you can think of anything else, any doubts there, leave a comment underneath. Yeah, but I can't think of anything else there. So let's check the possible answers here. So we have part 4, number 25 here at the bottom of the screen. Make it or mean that it is difficult to reach. right? So make it would give me 1 point, and make it difficult rather would give me 1 point, and to reach would give me the 2 points. So I got 2 points there. Did anybody get that other possible option? Does anybody have any other possible combinations that they think would work there that are not included in the possible answers? I don't know, let me know in the comments. Let's move on to number 26. So, visitors can only enter the exhibition if they have booked online. Restricted. Entrance, restricted, have booked online. So, what is missing there is the idea that visitors can enter the exhibition if they have booked online. So we want to make sure that it is understood in the second sentence that the condition for entrance is booking online, right? So I think what we would say here is that kind of the opposite. Entrance is restricted. Entrance is restricted, but who is it restricted to? It is restricted to, I think is the collocation, is restricted to people who have booked online. To visitors, I suppose, is the word we would use to make it most similar to the first sentence. Entrance is restricted to visitors who have booked online. Is that right? I think that's right. Entrance is restricted to visitors who have booked online. So it's only those who have booked online who can enter the exhibition. Let's have a look at the possible answers in 26. So you should be able to see, at the bottom here in 26, it looks like there's a number of possibilities. Right, so let's have a look. The first possibility in 26 is entrance to the exhibition. Yeah, I didn't include that. Right, that's kind of important. Right, yeah. Entrance to the exhibition is restricted to visitors who. Right, yeah, so big error there. I didn't mention the exhibition, and of course in the second sentence they make no mention of the exhibition. So yeah, of course, entrance to the exhibition is restricted to visitors who have booked online. Yeah, of course my sentence made sense, but without the contents, what is entrance? Entrance to what is restricted? Well, to the exhibition. Yeah, very, very important. Very silly mistake there by my part. So I think I probably wouldn't, I think I'd only get 1 point there myself. That was a very silly error. Another possibility, or is restricted to, to the exhibition. Right, yeah, you have to mention the exhibition. To or for visitors who, right, okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I didn't mention the exhibition, so I would only get 1 point there, of course. Logical. Fair enough. Any other possible combinations you can think of? Leave them in the comments. Okay, number 27, and let's move on to number 27. It says, if Stevie hadn't acted promptly to put out the fire, there might have been more damage to the kitchen. So he acted quickly, acted promptly, and that's why the kitchen wasn't more severely damaged. So, but out the fire, there might have been more damage to the kitchen. Okay, right, so Stevie acted promptly. He acted quickly. He reacted in good time, right? So we want to say if it hadn't been for Stevie's prompt action, I guess. So, I think it would be like this. But for Stevie's prompt putting out of the fire. No, that can't be right either. No, God, this is difficult. I think, but for Stevie's prompt action in putting out the fire, there might have been more damage to the kitchen. I think that's what I would write. But for Stevie's prompt action in putting out the fire, yeah, I think that's right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at 27. Yeah, and only one possible correct answer there, according to the answers here, according to the book. Yeah, but for Stevie's prompt action in putting out the fire, there might have been more damage to the kitchen. Yeah, okay, perfect. 2 points. I've only dropped 1 point so far. How well are you doing? Have you got any questions, any queries? Leave them in the comments. Let's move on to the next 3 questions then. Number 28 then, it says, taxes will most probably rise next year. Well, I live in Spain, so that's almost certain. Taxes will most probably rise next year. Yes. The new normal, eh? Let's get back to the new normal. Every next year. So if we're saying taxes will most probably rise next year, so we don't have any of the important information for that sentence there. So I would say, another way of saying something is very probable. There is every possibility. I think there is every possibility that taxes will rise next year. I think there is every possibility that taxes will rise next year. I think. Hang on, did I say every possibility? No. I guess, well, there is every possibility. There is every probability. No, it would be better. As they've said, it's will most probably. Yeah, there's every probability. I'll correct that. Probability. There is every probability of a tax rise, I suppose. There is every possibility. There's every probability that taxes will rise. There is every probability. Is that right? There is every probability that taxes will rise, or of a tax rise. That taxes will rise. I'm going to leave it like that. There is every probability that taxes will rise. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. Let's have a look at the possible answers. There's every chance, every likelihood, every probability. Every possibility was also a possibility there. That taxes will rise. Yeah. More options. Are to rise, are going to rise, of taxes rising, of taxes increasing, of taxes going up. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so I would have got 2 points there, but you can see lots of different possibilities there. Again, if you've got any other ideas, leave them in the comments. Okay, we move on. 29, it says, although she didn't agree with the management's decision, Chloe was forced to accept it. Although she didn't agree with it. Much as she disagreed with it, Chloe chose the management's decision. Right. She was forced to accept it. That's the information that we're missing. So I suppose Chloe, if you're forced to do something, you have no choice. So Chloe had no choice but to accept. Chloe had no choice but to accept the management's decision, I think. That sounds good to me. Yeah, let's take a look at the possible answers in 29. So there are a couple of possibilities here, according to the answers. Chloe had no choice, or was left with no choice, but to accept, or other than to accept. So yeah, again, I will get all the points there. Very clever. Doing well in my own language again. Yeah, so there's a couple of possibilities there. What did you get? Do you think there's any other possible answer there? I can't think of any other possible answer. Let's have a look at the last one then. Number 30, it says, we have taken we have taken to going to the cinema on Fridays. So that's something that we enjoy doing now. It's something that we have started to enjoy doing, is what that means essentially, right? So we have taken to going to the cinema on Fridays. Habits. We habit going to the cinema on Fridays. So we've got to get this idea that this is something that has happened lately. We have taken to it, I guess, sort of recently, is what that means. So we have got into the habit of going to the cinema on Fridays. I think that's right. We have got into the habit. We have got into the habit. You know, to get into something is when you start enjoying it, you start doing something for fun. We have got into the habit of going to the cinema on Fridays, I think. Let's take a look. So again, a couple of other possibilities, but it says, yeah, we have got into, or we have developed, or we have acquired, which would be more formal expressions, developed or acquired the habit of going to the cinema on Fridays. Yeah, so we can say have got into, more colloquial, what I went for there. But we could also develop or acquire a habit as well. Okay, like I said, leave your comments. Did you get any mistakes that you don't understand there? Do you think there's something that has been left out of the mark scheme that could also be a correct answer? Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video, I guess. Or you'll see me, really. I don't know, why do people say that? I'll see you. I won't see you. You'll see me, hopefully. Keep watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. All of those kind of things are going to help me to make more content and live a happier, more fulfilled life, frankly. So do you want that for me? I do. Okay, bye.